So, hello guys again. So last day, finally last day of the Genki challenge. Finally. I feel so happy. So, okay, so let's just check if everything is okay. Okay. So finally we are going to end Genki.
Good
For the
evening,
second
ladies.
time. Let's just fix the sound. Speaker, USB audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the
Welcome to the
Good evening, ladies and
last.
gentlemen, and welcome to the last Genki 2
Welcome
live
to the
stream. This is
last
lesson
Genki.
23. After this one, we just have the practice live stream, and we are done with Genki. So, if you've been following along with us, and you are also on,
We've been following along. Wait. So let's just check the Anki. So how many cards we have in Anki? I think from tomorrow maybe, or in a few days. No, I need to do game Gengo and then finish the tango. Okay, so maybe in 4 days we finish tango. We kill tango for good. Okay, and done. So today we are going to kill Genki finally, last day. And in a few days, we're going to kill Tango also, and then G-Lab and end them all. Okay. But for now, let's just finish Genki. Final lesson. Last lesson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last
Genki
2 live stream. This is lesson 23. After this one, we just have the practice live stream, and we are done with Genki. So, if you've been following along with us, and you are
We've been following.
Congratulations. We're about to be done with it. So today we're going to be covering the causative passive sentences. That's going to be a fun one. Even if with temo is much easier, decide to do with koto ni suru, new habits with koto ni shiteiru, until with made, and how to
lesson 23.
Kata. Before we get into that, you know I always have to do this. I just want to mention that if you'd like to help support the Tokini Andy channel, and you'd like some extra content to help you on your journey, please consider checking out the Tokini Andy Patreon, where Yuki and I make textbook practice videos, vocabulary videos, listening and shadowing videos.
Causative passive sentence.
So I may need to take a little bit more time, but we'll see how we feel after 5 days off. So that's just the announcement. We're planning to start Quartet 2 from May 2nd, but we'll see what
passive
happens.
sentences.
So let's jump into the causative passive. Causative passive sentences.
Finally.
They're not as bad as you think, I don't think. Although, to be fair, when Yuki was helping me with the textbook practice exercises, she was having difficulty with them. Just because it's not something that is used super frequently, at least in conversation. You will see it in books and stuff, and you may use it from time to time. There's a few times in particular, which I'll go over in a little bit, that I have used it. You'll see why. So, before we get into the causative passive, we have to go over the Godan conjugation crash course for about the 53rd time. So, verbs that end in utsu, mu, bu, nu, ku, gu, su, and sometimes a do are referred to as Godan verbs in Japanese. Now, verbs that end in the sound iru or edu are usually something called ichidan verbs, which means they're conjugated a little bit differently, though there are exceptions to that. Jump back to lesson 3 if you want to find out about them. So Godan verbs, the name Godan, so 5 steps, refers to the 5 different hiragana sounds, the vowel sounds in hiragana, a, I, u, e, o, with u endings of verbs being the dictionary forms of verbs. So if you move up and down this hiragana chart with the endings of the verb, so you change the dictionary ending here, ku, to, for example, in aruku, to walk, to ki, so aruki, and then add an ending, like a different ending, you get one of the conjugations in Japanese. So that's what Godan conjugation is. You just move up and down this chart, add an ending, sometimes you don't, and you get the conjugation. So it's actually quite simple. So, for the causative passive,
causative conjugation.
Kind of expect that what you would do is take the causative conjugation, which we learned last week. So
plus
for
passive.
aruku, that would be arukaseru. And then you just drop the do and add the passive ending, which we learned in lesson 21, which would make it arukaserareru. Now, that's actually fine. Grammatically, it's correct. That's okay. You can do that. So if you know how to make the causative and the passive, you just make the causative, drop the do, and add the passive ending, and then you have it. But it's much more common, and Genki points this out, at least, yeah, it's much more common for all go-down verbs except for those that end in su. Let's make it as complicated as we can, right? To go to the a column and then just add saseru. So we come here, we go to the a column, aru ka, and then we add saseru. So aru ka sareru, not saseru, sareru. Sorry, I might have messed that one up a few times. Aruku, aruka, aruka sareru. I'll go over what we use the causative passive form for in a little bit. So I'm just going to go over the conjugations quick first. So for ichidan verbs, so that's ones that end in the sound.
Wait, so for godan?
Do. Aruka, conjugations quick first. So do. I'll go over what we use the causative. Aru.
So the
Sade column aruka. And then we add sase.
Okay. Causative passive form of verbs. No, this is not. So causative passive form of verbs. Aruku.
Seru. So aru.
Sareru. Aruku. Aruku becomes aruka, goes to the a column. Aruka. Aruka. And we add arukasaseru. Arukasareru. 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 So dictionary. And causative passive stem. Plus sareru. Okay.
Ka sareru. Not saseru. Sareru. Sorry, I might have messed that one up a few times. Aruku, aruka, aruka sareru. I'll go over what we use the causative passive form for in a little bit. So I'm just going to go over the conjugations.
Saserareru. For godan, this is for godan. Godan. For ichidan. For ichidan, you drop the ru. Ru plus and add saserareru. Saserareru. Sa se ra re ru.
For ichidan verbs, so that's ones that end in the sound iru or eru, you just drop the do and add saserareru.
Saserareru.
Now, you may notice that this is actually exactly the causative plus the passive. There's nothing special about this. You're just taking the causative of an ichidan verb. For example, taberu becomes tabe saseru, and then you drop the do and add the passive, rareru. That makes it a little bit simpler. And so
Miru.
for miru, you drop the do and add saserareru. So you can think of it either way. You can think of conjugating
Miru, mi, and mi saserareru. Easy. Just like to write the kanji. I just want to write the kanji. Miru becomes mi on its own. And becomes mi saserareru. Sa se ra re ru.
The causative. And then adding the
Benzerka, hello. How are you? So last day of the Genki.
passive ending, or you can just think of it as dropping
Hello.
the do and adding saserareru.
I'm good, thank you. So hopefully you are also continuing day 5 of the second month. We are moving fast. Omedeto. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yes, we keep going strong, and I must finish this last lesson today. So hope we are moving fast. We are moving very fast. Finally, we are finishing with Genki, because I want to do other stuff as well. Next we're going to do Game Gengo. Next we're going to do Game Gengo for sure. Okay, so let's just finish.
That gets a little bit easier for me, but it's the same.
That sounds
whichever
fun.
you find
So
easier. For
I feel happy. Game Gengo is cool. It's very cool. I think from the videos I've watched so far, he is the best person to explain things. His explanation gets through your head, you know? It's like Tokini Andy, the one we're watching now, doesn't really explain it that well. Doesn't really explain things that well. And also Georgie from Zero, he explains it good. He explains something good, but not as Game Gengo. Game Gengo explanations are amazing. So tomorrow I'm going to watch Game Gengo.
verbs that end in su, it's the same thing. You can think of it two ways. Drop the su and add sase dareru, or it's the causative plus passive. So
Hanasu,
for the
causative passive form of verbs that end in su. Okay. Verbs that end in su. Verbs that end in su. So hanasu becomes hanasaserareru. Hanasaserareru. Okay. Hanasaserareru. Hanasu becomes hana.
causative, you move up to the a column and add seru. So hanasa seru. And then the passive is dareru. So you drop the do and add dareru. Hanasa se dareru. For verbs that end in su. You got all that? Perfect. I'm sure it's perfect. So for irregular verbs, suru is sase dareru and kuru is kosase dareru. The nice thing is you're probably not going to need to use this too frequently. You may see it though, so understanding it when you see it will be helpful.
Puppet master and act. Yeah, I remember. So suru becomes saserareru and kuru becomes bongo-in. How is it going? Oi, how are you? Saikin do kosaserareru suru. Saikin do suru becomes normal saserareru. And kuru. Sensei Vic, I have to go dinner, but wanted to say hello. Hi. How is the consistency? How is the consistency going? Going amazing. It's going perfect. Last day today, and yeah, have a good dinner. We just keep going, you know. Never stop.
For irregular, so hanasaseru. And then the passive is dareru. So you drop the ru and add dareru. Hanasase dareru. For verbs that end in
Kuru.
su. You got all that? Perfect. I'm sure
You
it's
didn't
perfect.
fail
So,
even
for
a day.
irregular verbs,
Not a single day. Maybe one day, but the next day we did two times. No way.
sase dareru,
Not a
and
single
kuru
day.
is kosase dareru. The nice thing is you're probably not going to need to use
Until
this
we
too
reach
frequently.
1,000 days.
You may see it though, so not going to. And kuru
来させられる。させられる。
is kosase dareru.
I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be something is better than Genki because I'm tired of Genki. Tomorrow we're going to do Game Gengo, which is better than Genki. Subarashi. Gambatte. Subarashi. Wonderful. Subarashi.
The nice thing is you're probably not going to need to use this too frequently. You may see it though, so understanding it when you see it will be helpful. But you're not going to have to use it that frequently. I'll give you some examples, of course, as I always do, of when you might.
人は誰か
So for
に
the causative passive, what it is
何か
basically
をさせられ
someone
る
forces someone else, often yourself, to do something. And this is just forced. There's no like allowing to, like it was with the causative. This is always being made to do something, usually something that you didn't want to do. So we've got what Genki likes to call the puppet is marked by wa. Then the puppet master, the person making the other person do something, is marked by the ni particle. And then we have the act, whatever that may be. So some examples, and this is the one that person making
誰か。誰か何かをさせられる。Okay, so puppet, wa is the puppet, 人は is the puppet. So me, someone make me do. Puppet master, someone makes me do something. Okay.
and this is just someone forces
Force me.
So understanding it when you see it will be helpful, but you're not going to have to use it that frequently. I'll give you some examples, of course, as I always do, of when you might. So for the causative passive, what it is basically someone forces someone else, often yourself, to do something. And this is just forced. There's no like allowing to, like it was with the causative. This is always being made to do something, usually something that you didn't want to do. So we've got what Genki likes to call the puppet is marked by wa. Then the puppet master, the person making the other person do something, is marked by the ni particle. And then we have the act, whatever that may be. させられる。 So some examples. And this is the one that I've probably, this is probably one of the only ones I've used regularly, because this is something that happens in Japan a lot. When I go to festivals, the old guys there, they make you drink a lot. As soon as your cup is half empty, they're over there with a beer wanting to fill it up for you. So they make you drink a lot when you go to festivals. And it will happen here, unless you don't drink alcohol. Like they will, if you don't drink at all, they'll be nice about it. But if you do drink, you're in for a long night. So they make you drink when you go to the festivals. That's when I've used this sentence right here. Osake wo nomasareta. Now you'll notice here that I have neither a puppet or a puppet master. In that situation, you can understand the quote puppet to be the speaker. And through context, you probably know who the puppet master is. So, お酒を飲まされた. I was made to drink alcohol. Our next sentence is 早く寝させられました. I was made to go to bed early. Perhaps a child might say this in relation to their mother, although I don't think they'd use the polite form like this. このパーティーに来させられました. I was made to come to this party. So the person obviously didn't want to come to the party, but they were made to come there against their will. Some more complicated sentences. We've got お祭りに行くとこのパーティーに
I need to watch it
over there with a
again.
beer wanting to fill it up for you. So they make you drink a lot when you go to festivals. And it will happen to you unless you don't drink alcohol. Like they will, if you don't drink at all,
Okay, so
they'll be nice about it.
早
But
く
if you do
寝
drink,
させ
you're
ら
in
れ
for a
ました。
long night. So they make you drink.
この
when you go to
パーティー
festivals.
に
That's when I've used this sentence
来
right here.
させ
お酒を飲まされた. Now you'll notice here that I have neither a puppet or a puppet master. In that situation, you can understand the quote puppet to be the speaker. And through context, you probably know who the puppet master is. So, お酒を飲まされた. I was made to drink alcohol. Our next sentence is 早く寝させられました. I was made to go to bed early. Perhaps a child might say this in relation
こ
to
の
their
パーティー
mother,
に
although I don't think they'd use the polite form like
来させられ
このパーティーに来させられました. I
来さ
was
せら
made
れ
to
た。
come to this party. So the person obviously didn't want to come to the party, but they were made to come there against their will. Some more complicated sentences. We've got お祭りに行くと
お祭りに
い
行くと
つもおじさんたちにお酒を、excuse me, 飲まされてしまいます。
飲まされて
As
しまい
with the
ます。
causative, you're gonna have てしまう, chow and jiao used quite frequently, I feel like, with this form because it just makes it more dramatic and it's more complete. Like I was made to
Your hard work is impressive. Thank you very much, Goha. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
drink completely. So I drank too much, basically, by the old guys. So, お祭りに行くと when I go to a festival, いつもおじさんたちにお酒を飲まされてしまいます. I am always made to drink
お
alcohol by the
祭
old
りに
guys.
行くとい
I
つ
never really
も
complained about it, but
お
sometimes.
じいさんた
So
ら
that's a more
おじい
complicated
さん
version
た
of
ち
that sentence
に
with
お
teishimao
酒を
included. That's how you can
飲
combine
ま
it.
され
So,
た。
子供の時
しまいました。
お母さんに早く寝させられた. So here we have myself, the speaker, would be marked by wa if they were in this sentence, and then the quote puppet master is mother. So 子供の時お母さん
子供の
に早く
時
寝させられ
お
た.
母さん
When
に
I was a
早
child,
く
I was made to sleep early by
寝
my
させ
mother.
られた。
やだ。そこに行ったら
そこに
友
行ったら
達にみんなと
友達にみん
話さ
なと
せられちゃうん
話さ
だよ.
せら
Okay, this is a bit of a complicated sentence.
ちゃうんだよ。
So someone's trying to make me go over to talk to some people maybe, or to some other location, maybe at a party. So I say, やだ. No
やだ。
way. I don't want to do that. そこに行ったら、
そこに
if
行
I
っ
were to
た
go
ら
over there, 友達に
友達
み
に
んなと
みんなと
話させられちゃ
話さ
うん
せ
だよ
られ。ちゃうんだ
My
よ。
friend will completely make me talk to everyone. So I don't want to
や
talk to
だ。
everyone, but they'll make me. 話させられちゃうんだよ. The chow, of course, is
友達
optional,
に
but it
みん
makes
な
it a
と
little bit more emphatic, emotional. Shimao makes things a little bit more, emotional. So you'll hear it a lot in these kind of conversations. 友達に, so they're the puppet master, みんなと話させられちゃうんだよ.
ちゃうん
I'm
だ
sure you
よ
guys。have a lot of questions, but that brings us to the dialogue, so I'll get to those in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and go through. We've got Andy and Yuki. So,
今
final
学
story
期
in the dialogue, guys. Here we
今
go.
学期は
I'll
も
read it slowly once, then at full speed, and then we'll get
今
to
学期
question
は
time. 今学期は
も
もう
うも
終わっ
う終わ
てしま
ってしま
うね。
うね。
そ
そうう
だね。
だね。
打ち
打
上
ち上げ
げに行
に
く
行く
行きた
行き
いけど、
たいけど、
いつも
いつも
安藤さん
安
に
藤さんに
飲まされちゃ
飲
う。
まされちゃう。
安藤さん
安
は
藤さんはい
ろいろ
いろ
さ
いろ
せちゃう
させ
タイ
ちゃう
プだね。
タイプだね。
まずい
まずい
漬物を
漬物を
食べさせられ
食べ
るし、
させられるし、
一緒にお
一緒
酒を
にお
飲む
酒を
と、
飲むと、
次の日は
次の日
やばい
は
から
やばい
行
から
かないこと
行かない
にし
こと
よう
にし
かな。
ようかな。
Full speed. 今学期はもう終わってしまうね。 そうだね。
そうだね
打ち上げに行く？
打ち上げに行く
行きたいけど、いつも安藤さんに飲まされちゃう。安藤さんはいろいろさせちゃうタイプだね。まずい漬物を食べさせられるし、一緒にお酒を飲むと次の日はやばいから、行かないことにしようかな。That's the English translation for that. 今学期はもう終わってしまうね。This semester is already gonna end, isn't it? It's gonna completely end, and I'm regretful of that. I'm sad it's gonna happen. That's what this 手島 is referring to. そうだね。Yep.
そうだね。
打ち上げに行く? Are you going to go to the closing party? So 打ち上げ is referring to the end of the year party, or the end of the semester party, or the end of work party, or the end of an event party, whatever it is. It's the end of something party. 打ち上げに行く?
打ち上げに行く
行きたいけど I wanna go, but いつも安藤さんに飲まされちゃう。So there's our causative passive. This is 安藤さん always makes me drink too much is what I'm implying here with, well, what I'm implying here. 安藤さんはいろいろさせちゃうタイプだね。So this is just the regular causative. 安藤さん is the type to make people do various things, isn't he? まずい漬物を食べさせられるし。Like making me eat disgusting pickled stuff and stuff. まずい漬物を食べさせられるし。So there's another causative passive. 一緒にお酒を飲むと次の日はやばいから行かないことにしようかな。When I drink alcohol with him, the next day is terrible. So maybe I'll decide not to go. So this 行かないことにしようかな is later on. This is, I think, the third section of this lesson. So if you want to learn more about that, stick around till then. But it basically means maybe I'll decide not to go. Because when I drink alcohol with him, the next day is terrible. So maybe I'll decide not to go. 一緒にお酒を飲むと次の日はやばいから。The next day is terrible. So 行かないことにしようかな。Question time. What is something that you are or were made to do? For example, at work or at home. So for me, お祭りに行くといつもおじさんたちにお酒を飲まされてしまいます。It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful even for me because I don't use it that frequently. But there you go. When I go to a festival, I am always made to drink alcohol by the old guys. I love you old guys, by the way. If there's any of you old guys
What's something you are made to, for example, at work? お祭りに行くといつもおじいさんたちにお酒を飲まされてしまいます。仕事はお祭り仕事にI don't know. I can't think of anything.
I don't mind. Even if with temo. So, to conjugate things into the even if conjugation, because of course it's not really a conjugation, but we'll show you. So for verbs, all you do is you take the te form of the verb and add
even if with temo. Even if with temo. Okay, so with all verbs, we make the te form plus mo easy. That's why it's called temo, obviously. E adjective, E adjective stem plus kutemo, that's easy. Kutemo and na adjective plus demo. Noun plus demo, easy. Okay.
Mo, and that means even if that verb. For e adjectives, you take the e adjective stem, which means you drop the e, and you add kutemo. and that means even if that adjective. For na adjectives plus demo, you just add demo, and that means even if that na adjective. And for nouns, it's also just demo. And that's it. That's all you have to learn. So let's look at some example sentences of all of those different things. So, the first one is 買っても使わない. Even if I buy it, I won't use it. So if you don't know how to make the te form yet, which is possible because I know some of you here are just getting started but wanted to jump into the live stream, which I do appreciate. But to make the te form, you're going to have to jump back to lesson 6. When I talk about the song in lesson 6, just so you know, I actually made a video of my own version of that song, and I'd love if you took a look at it. So, te form plus mo,
買っても
使わない. Even if I buy it, I won't use it. 寝ても眠れない. This is a weird sentence, but it means even if I go to bed, I can't fall asleep. 眠る is often used to mean fall asleep, whereas 寝る, it can mean that, but it's often used to just mean lay down or to go to bed. Doesn't necessarily mean fall asleep. So if you want to be specific about that, you can say something like 眠れなかった. 寝ても眠れなかった or 眠れない. Even if I go to bed, I can't fall asleep. That would be a terrible thing to happen, although it's happened to me many times. おいしくても, so here's an e adjective. おいしくても食べたくない. Even if it's delicious, I don't want to eat it. おいしくても食べたくない. 友達でも話してくれない. Even if friends won't talk to me. So this is a little weird of us. This sentence a little weird. It's not quite even if. Even friends won't talk to me is what this sort of sounds better as in English. But 友達でも話してくれない. So even my friends won't talk to me. So you can also use the te form with negative versions of all of those things. So for negative verbs, you just take the negative friend little.
Even if I buy it, I won't use it. Even if I buy it, I won't use it. Okay.
If it's delicious, 眠れない. Even if I go to bed, I can't fall asleep. That would be a terrible thing to happen, although it's happened to me many
眠れない.
times. おいしくても,
おいしくても
adjective. おいしくても
食べたくない.
Even if it's delicious, I don't want to eat it. おいしくても食べたくない。
友達でも話してくれない.
Even if friends won't talk to me. So this is a little weird of us. This sentence a little weird. It's not quite even if. Even friends won't talk to me is what this sort of sounds better as in English. But 友達でも話してくれない. So even my friends won't talk to me. So you can also use the te form with negative versions of all of those things. So for negative verbs, you just take the negative stem. So that means you cut the e off of the short form. So for example, 食べない, you cut the e off, and then you add くても. So negative, informal negative verbs are treated like e adjectives when it comes to conjugating them. So you basically just cut off the e and add くても. For e adjectives, you cut the e of the negative version and add くても. For non-adjectives, you add くても to じゃない.
Okay. I have to write it. Okay. So negative all verbs. Negative all verbs. Negative stem plus くても negative e adjective it's negative e stem plus くても. And negative na adjective negative na adjective plus じゃない. じゃなくても。じゃなくても。Okay, じゃなくても。And negative nouns. Noun plusじゃなくても。Okay.
So, janak, you cut the e off, and then you add kutemo. So, negatives, informal negative verbs, are treated like e adjectives when it comes to conjugating them. So, you basically just cut off the e and add kutemo. For e adjectives, you cut the e of the negative version and add kutemo. For non-adjectives, you add kutemo to janai. So, janakutemo. For nouns, janakutemo. Okay? Tabenai, you cut that e off, so you get the stem, and you get
食べなくてもいいよ。
iyo.
It's okay
It's
if
okay
you
if
don't,
you don't
eat it.
eat it. So, I wanted to have one last little rant about Genki here. Just one last little one. So, you may recognize this sentence. 食べなくてもいいよ or 食べてもいいよ. That would be because you saw this form in lesson 6. So Genki taught you how to say things like 食べなくてもいいよ in lesson 6, and they taught you how to use temo in lesson 23. Moment of silence for that. That happens a lot in Genki. They teach you how to use things and then teach you how to make them later. But whatever. Out with the old and with the new. We're done with Genki tonight. It's exciting. All right, so the next sentence
It's
is
very exciting.
面白くなくても That's a mouthful. 見たい Even if it's not interesting, I want to see. So maybe a terrible movie or something.
面白くなくても。
面白くなくても
面白くなくても見たい。
We've got a non-adjective here. We've got Genki
Chapster, how is it going?
じゃなくても
You are... Yo, are you teaching live? I'm not teaching, I'm learning actually. But when I learn enough, I will start teaching as well. Basically, I'm using this live in order to stay consistent.
頑張って Even if you're not
頑張って
feeling energetic.
Not
じゃなく
teaching, no. Later. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were the guy in blue. Ah! That's Tokini Andy.
We've got a non-adjective here. We've got 元気じゃなくても頑張って
Genki じゃなくても頑張って。
元気じゃなくても
元気じゃなくても
Even
頑張って。Even if you're not feeling energetic,
if you're
頑張っ
not
て。
feeling energetic, do your best.
That's a useful sentence. 元気じゃなくても頑張って。Do your best. I'm not feeling energetic now. 今は元気じゃない。元気じゃない。元気じゃなくても頑張って。Even if you don't feel energetic, do it. 元気じゃなくても Okay, I need to write this one. 元気じゃなくても頑張って。元気じゃなくても元気元気じゃなくてもじゃなくても元気じゃなくても頑張って。Okay, 頑張って。It's a bit complicated 漢字。頑張って。But we made it. I think we wrote it almost. So Yumi plus something else. Plus E. Letter E in English. Done. 頑張って。 頑張って。
Yes.
Okay.
Not eating, so maybe a
Yuki, hello, こんばんは. How is it going? So, last day, we made it through. We pushed through and we made it.
terrible movie or something. 面白くなくても
面白くなくても。はい。
We've got an adjective here. We've got 元気じゃなくても
元気じゃなくても
Even
頑
if
張
you're
っ
not
て。
feeling energetic, do your best. Or I guess this could be the textbook. 元気じゃなくても頑張って Even if it's not the Genki textbook that you're studying, do your best. All right, some more complicated sentences with both positive and negatives. So we've got 最近どんなに寝ても眠い. Recently, 最近 no matter how much
最近どう
no matter
最
how
近
much
ど
I sleep, I feel
う
sleepy.
最近
So,
どんなに寝
どんなに
ても
寝ても
寝て
or
も
いついても
眠い
like in our next sentence, if we have a what in English are WH words like who or what or where before temo, what it means is no matter how much or no matter who, things like that. So it adds more emphasis. No matter who
最
tells
近
me
ど
this,
ん
or
な
no
に
matter when I
寝ても
sleep, or no matter how much I sleep in this
い
situation.
つ行っても
どんなに寝ても no matter how much I sleep, I feel sleepy. 眠い.
ね
Next sentence is the same type of thing. It's いつ
い
行っ
つ行
ても
っても
no matter when I go. いつ行っても温泉が
温
気持ちよ
泉が
くて
気持ちよ
大
くて
好きだな。
大好きだな。
Onsens feel great, and I love them, man. No matter when I go, onsens feel great, and I love them, man. いつ行っても温泉が気持ちよくて大好きだな。
大好きだな。
So I got to use the temo form along with
いつ行っても
the e adjective
温
te
泉
form,
が
which allows
気
you
持
to
ちよ
connect it with
よくて
and. So that's
大
that
好きだ
basically
な。
means and 大好きだな. Our next sentence is very long. So
大
hang in there.
学
Let's see if
生
we can follow
の
along.
時
So,
大学生
の時
大学
when I
生
was
の
in
時
college 眠くても
眠くて
even if
も
I was sleepy あんまり寝なかった
あんまり
I
寝
didn't
なかっ
sleep
た
much そして
そして
寝なくても
寝なく
even
て
if I
も
didn't sleep ゲ
ゲー
ームを
ムを
永遠に続けられた
続
I
け
could
られた
keep playing games forever. So let's read that full speed. 大学生の
大学
時
の生の
眠く
時
ても
眠くても
あんまり寝なかった
あんまり寝なかった
そして寝なくてもゲ
そして
ームを永遠に続けられた
永遠に
So
続
when I
け
was in
られ
college,
た
even if I was sleepy, I didn't sleep much. Also, even if I didn't sleep, I could play games forever. Or I could keep playing games forever. 続けられた is I could keep playing.
続く
Or could
続
keep
けら
doing.
れた
So let's jump into the dialogue. I'll read it
み
slowly
ん
once
な
at full
が
speed, then we'll get the
み
question
ん
time.
なみんなが断
断っても
断っても安藤さんは
冗談だ
冗談だ
思
と
っている。
思っている
そうだね。
そうだね
僕は
僕は
行かなく
行かなくて
て
も
もい
い
いかな。
いかな
でも
でも
最
最後
後の
の
飲み
飲
会
み
だ
会
し
だし
行った
行
ら
ったら
楽しい
楽
でしょ
しいでしょ
そう
そう
ね。
ね
お
お
酒
酒
を
を
飲まないこ
こと
とに
に
すれば
すれば
い
いい
いか
かもし
もしれ
れない
安
安藤
藤さん
さんに
に
言われても断
断り
りな
な
さ
さいよ。
いよ
Full speed.
断り
みんなが
なさいよ
断っても安藤さんは冗談だと思ってる。
冗談だと
そうだね。
そうだね
僕は行かなくてもいいかな。
行かなくて
でも
もいいかな
最後の飲み会だし、行ったら楽しいでしょ
行ったら楽しいでしょ
う。お酒を飲まないことにすればいいかもしれない。安藤さんに言われても断りなさいよ。Okay, let's go reading the translation for that. みんなが断っても安藤さんは冗談だと思ってる。
冗談
I don't know if this verb
冗談だ
shows up again in Genki. I can't
冗
remember
談
if we did kotowaru or not. But
冗
kotowaru
談
means
だ
to turn someone
と
down
思
or
ってい
to
る
reject an offer. You'll hear it a lot. Someone will say, "Why don't you do this?" in like a TV show or something, and the person will say, "Kotowaru," which just
断る
means, "No, I will not do it." So in this sentence, it means even if everyone turns him down, everyone, みんな冗談だと思ってる。
冗談だ
He
と
thinks it's a joke.
思う
断っても even if they turn him down, or Ando-san thinks it's a joke. そうだね。Yeah. 僕は行かなくてもいいかな。
いいかな
So you learned how to use てもいい back in lesson 6. So that's not very new to you actually. 行かなくてもいいかな。Yeah,
行かなくてもいいかな
or I think it's okay if I don't go. So that kana makes a wonder if, or I think it's okay if I don't go.
でもいい。We did でもいい in the past. I remember でもいい。
でもいいかな。でも、
でも、
最後の飲み会だし、
最後の飲
it's the
み
last
会だ
drinking
し。
party and 行ったら楽しいでしょ。
行ったら楽しいでし
It'll
ょ
be。fun if you go, right?
そうね。
Yeah, お酒を飲まないことにすればいいかもしれない。So,
お酒を飲まないことに
this is ことにする、ことにすれば。This is the ba form, the if form of ことにする。ことにする is the next section, so we'll get there. But it means decide to. So, if decide not to drink, might be good. Fun sentence there, eh? Next one is 安藤さんに
安藤さんに
言われても
言われても
断りなさいよ。Even if you are told by 安藤さんに言われても
断りなさいよ。
turn him down. 断りなさい. We learned nasai last week, which is more of a sort of polite command. So the reason I paused on this sentence before is that in conversation, you is often pronounced you. Like this e is often pronounced as you. So 言われても, especially when you is conjugated with a wa after it. So short form. So 言われても is very frequently pronounced 言われても as opposed to 言われても. 言われても feels really strange for me to say. You can, and it's correct, but 言われても is a much more common pronunciation.
言われても
That word, just so you know. Question time. What is something
何があっても
you wouldn't do no matter what happened? So for me, 何があっても
何があっ
you can
て
just use
も
that qualifier there. 何があってもエスカルゴを食べない. No matter what happens. 何があっても
escargot
I won't eat escargot. I won't. So what about you? 何があっても
何があっても何があっても日本語勉強をやめない or やめない I think not stop 何があっても日本語勉強を日本語勉強するやめたい never stop no matter what happens I will never stop
something something. What is something you wouldn't do no matter what happened? Let's move on to decide to do with ことにする. ことにする.
decide
It's easy making it. To say that you are going to decide to do something or that you will decide to do something. To say
wait so 何があっても no matter what happens this is actually a very nice little sentence 何があっても何があっても何があってもでも no matter what happens no matter what happens okay
what happened ことにする. Decide to do
decide to do with
ことにする.
ことにする
ことに
する decide what to do decide to do with ことにすることにする okay
にする. It's easy making it. To say that you are going to decide to do something or that you will decide to do something, you just take a verb in its short present tense and add ことにする. And you can conjugate that suru into any way you want, but it means decide to, or if it's in the past tense, it means decided to, or something like that. We'll get into what things like the teiru form means later. So some examples are, not examples. This first sentence is going to sort of illustrate
パンケーキにする
the structure of ことにする does. So let's take a look at this sentence. パンケーキにする.
パン
So Genki does not teach this construction as far as I remember. but I've used it quite a bit in my lessons, and because it's very, very common and you should know it. And it basically means something something ni suru. So a noun
パンケーキに
ni suru means you've decided on that thing. So for example, pankeiki ni suru means I decide on pancakes. If you're at a restaurant or something, it means I've decided to get pancakes. Or yeah, if you went to a restaurant and someone said, "What did you eat?" you could say pankeiki ni shita. I decided on pancakes. Obviously, you could say eat if you wanted to, but
毎
it's
日
very
勉
common
強
actually
する
to
こと
say
にしまし
ni
た。
suru to say you decided on that thing. Now, koto ni suru, what it does, if you remember, koto turns everything that comes before it, or at least a part of what comes before it, into a noun. So it's exactly the same thing. Because everything before this koto, including the koto, is now a noun, and you've decided on that. So it's exactly the same as this structure. Pankeiki ni suru. I decided to get pancakes. Mainichi benkyou suru koto ni shimashita. I decided that I will study every day. So I will study every day. Mainichi benkyou suru is now a noun, or can be treated like a noun because we have koto after it. And then we just add ni suru, and you've got decided to. Next sentence is pankeiki wo tabenai koto ni shita hou ga ii kamo. So there's a nice complicated sentence for you. I should probably decide not to eat pancakes, or to not eat pancakes. Pankeiki wo tabenai koto ni shita じゃなくて、した方が、食べないことにした方がいいかもしれない. So combined a few different grammar points there. But even if we cut it off at the shita and didn't have 方がいいかも, kamo is the shortened version of かもしれない, which means probably. Pancake, or maybe. Pancake を食べないことにした would mean I decided not.
Wait, again, I didn't understand this point.
Next. And then we just add ni.
So wait, 毎日勉強することにしました。I decided that I will study every day.
I decided that I will study every day.
Okay.
So
wait, so it's always, no, it's not always past tense because the above one is suru.
I will study every day.
パンケーキを食べないことにした
is now a noun, or can be treated like a noun because we have koto after it. And then we just add ni suru, and you've got decided to.
にする always にする okay.
Next sentence is
パンケーキを食べないことにした
方がいいかも.
方がいいかも.
Complicated sentence for you. I should probably decide not to eat pancakes, or to not eat.
パンケーキを食べないことにした方がいいかも. I should probably 方がいいかも. かも means probably. Decide to not eat 食べないことにした
pancakes. パンケーキを食べないことにしたじゃなくて、した方が、食べないことにした方がいいかもしれない. So combined a few different grammar points there. But even if we cut it off at the shita and didn't have 方がいいかも, kamo is the shortened version of かもしれない, which means probably. Pancake, or maybe. Pancake を食べないことにした would mean I decided not to eat pancakes. But 方がいいかも means probably should. Some more complicated sentences than that means I.
Okay, so パンケーキをパンケーキをパンケーキをパンケーキをパンケーキを食べパンケーキ食べないこと食べないこと食べないことにした方がいい方がいいか かも。Okay. Okay, let's go to more
Decided to.
complicated. Verb in ta form, 方がいい, it would be better to. Wait, you mean... What do you mean verb in ta? 食べた? You mean 食べた? Past tense? 食べたことにした方がいいかも. Better to. した方がいいかも. した方がいいかも. I better not eat. I should probably decide to not eat. I better don't eat. I better don't eat pancake. Okay. I think we did it earlier I think we did this grammar point
More
earlier.
complicated sentences than that.
Don't
We
remember.
got 明日。
明日。
海に行くことにしよう。
海に行くことにしよう。
Now, this is slightly different.
明日。
Genki mentions that a sentence like this, tomorrow let's go to the sea. You could just use the plain old volitional. So the volitional would be 明日海に行こう. But Genki says, I've never thought of it this way, but it is actually quite common to sort of frame a invitation or a let's do like this. That this indicates that the invitation or the decision to go do something is being expressed after some thinking about it. So I've been thinking, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do tomorrow? 明日海に行くことにしよう. So after thinking about it for a while, I made a decision, like, let's make this decision. So it adds that kind of emphasis of, I've been thinking about this and let's do this. Whereas 海に行こう does not necessarily imply that you've been thinking about it. It might just be random, like, ね、海に行こう randomly. ラーメンに行こうぜ for example, ね, that's Nendo-kun from Saiki K. ラーメンに行こうぜ that's just straight volitional. He obviously wasn't thinking about it for very long. It's just, that's what you do when you have nothing else to do. For Nendo-kun in Saiki K. Nendo-kun would never say something like 行くことにしよう because he doesn't deliberate about anything. He's not that type of person, right? But a person who thinks a lot about their decisions might say something like 行くことにしよう. Okay? Next sentence is quite long, 3 lines. So, 僕の日本語の語彙力が足りないので、1月から毎日本を読んだり、単語を覚えたりすることにしました。This is me. This is my sentence. So, 僕の日本語の語彙力が足りないので、so the first part is the extent of my Japanese vocabulary is lacking. That's what the sentence means. 足りないmeans is lacking. 語彙力 is the extent of one's vocabulary. That's what that word means, and of course Japanese. So 僕の日本語の語彙力が足りないので、ので is so.
Because
1月から from
1月から
January 毎日本を読んだり、単語を覚えたり。So I every day reading books and doing stuff like reading books and learning words or memorizing words. ことにしました。I decided to read books, learn new words, and more.
ことにしました。
ことにしました is modifying this 毎日本も読んだり so we can put that in
本を読んだり
from 毎日1月から
毎日
本も読んだり単語を覚えたりすることにしました。Obviously this ことにしました does not apply to what comes before the ので because that wouldn't make sense. Okay, next sentence is 最近具合が悪いから運動することにしなきゃ。So 最近具合が悪い。Recently I felt bad.
I just need to read the translation. Okay. The extent of my Japanese vocabulary is lacking. 僕の日本語の語力が足らないので because the extent of my Japanese vocabulary is lacking from 1月から from 1月 from January 毎日本を読んだり I decided to read books learn new words and more every day 単語 means vocabulary 単語 or words 単語 means words 単語 means words 覚えたりすることにしました。So ことにしました goes for both. 本を読んだり and いや、たりする。So 毎日本を読んだり、単語を覚えたりすることにしました。たりする。Okay. So from January, I decided to read books, learn words, and more, among other things. Okay, that's what I didn't understand.
たりすることにしました。
するこ
Obviously,
と
this
にし
こと
ました。
にしました does not apply to what comes before the ので because that wouldn't make sense. Okay, next sentence is
最近具合が悪いから
運動することにし
運動
なきゃ。
することにしな
最
きゃ。
近具合が悪い。Recently, I felt bad. So, から運動することにしなきゃ。
運動することにしなきゃ。
I need to decide to exercise. 運動するこ
運動
とにしなきゃ。
することにしな
I
きゃ。
need to decide to exercise.
I need to decide.
I haven't yet. That's not me. All right.
By the way, I think I will read a lot texts. I think I will find text and just read.
Let's go through the dialogue. I'll read it slowly once, then at full speed, go over the English translation, then we'll get to question time. Here we go. アンディは今日お酒を飲まないことにしたと言ってたよ。マジそれはいけない。健康的だしいいんじゃない。最後の飲み会だしいけないよ。やめておきなさいよ。断られたら飲ませるのはいけないよ。いや、飲ませることにしよう。アンディは今日お酒を飲まないことにしたと言ってたよ。マジそれはいけない。健康的だし、いいんじゃない最後の飲み会だし、いけないよ。やめておきなさいよ。断られたら飲ませるのはいけないよ。いや、飲ませることにしよう。Let's go with the English.
I read a book about ukiyo and I feel I could work at an arts museum now in Japan. A lot of new art-related vocabulary. Ukiyo, what's that? Pictures of the produced in many thousand and hugely popular during the Edo period. These colorful woodblock prints known as ukiyo-e depicted scenes from everyday Japan. Ukiyo-e literally means pictures of the floating words. These the pictures, I know these drawings. So you read a book about these drawings, no? These drawings are very famous. I've seen them a lot. So I feel I could work at a arts museum. A lot of new words. Okay. So a book about ukiyo-e. Okay. So wait, ukiyo-e is it's an old one. And hugely. The book was about a foreigner living in Japan who did a lot of ukiyo-e. Okay. Yeah, ukiyo-e. This is famous. I've seen so many times these drawings. This one also. I think this one I have it as a wallpaper in one of the streams, I think. I put it as a wallpaper somewhere. But yeah, ukiyo-e, very interesting artistic style.
Translation. アンディは今日お酒を飲まないことにしたと言ってたよ。
Was from Tadoku. Poru, Jakushi, or Jakure. Poru, Jack Paul. Jack Paul. Poru, Jack. That's level 3. I haven't reached level 3 yet. That's That's interesting. Soon I will be able to read level 3 as well. Audio coming soon. So Tadoku has a very nice stories. Cute. It's like a full story, full book. And by the way, you read it from right to left, so like this. When it's like this. Okay. Well, very nice. Tadoku.
Andy
I will focus on Tadoku later for sure. I will read all of the stories on Tadoku.
said,
I'm thinking of making recording videos, reading Tadoku and post it on YouTube, and reading them out loud. Reading loud definitely will help a lot.
言ってたよ。
出たよ。
今日はお酒を飲まないことにした。
飲まないことにした。
And he said he decided not to drink alcohol today.
Having this microphone will help a lot also.
Is applied to what Andy said.
Yes, basically it's about a girl going to the town archive to learn about the history of the city, learns about the French, the city, and learns about that Frenchman who lived in Japan. Okay.
Maji? Seriously?
I'll read it slowly.
マジしたこと。それはいけない。いけないよ。やめておきなさいよ。断られたら飲ませるのはいけないよ。いや、飲ませることにしよう。As reading the translation, アンディは今日酒を飲まないことにしたと言ってたよ。Andy said 言ってたよ。今日はお酒を飲まないことにした。And he said he decided not to drink alcohol today. So that ことにした is applied to what Andy said. 今日はお酒を飲まないことにした。He decided to. マジ Seriously? それはいけない。That's not okay.
By the way, Yuki, yes, no, after the yesterday's conversation we had, I watched a lot of videos today in the morning about the history and the mythology. I learned about the gods, about the Izanagi and I forgot the name. Izanagi. This is Susanoo, this is Amaterasu, and this is Tsukuyomi. So I learned about the history, and I know how everything was created now. Izanagi and Izanami. So so the dead is who is the man and who is the woman? The woman died, okay, and the god man Izanagi or Izanami cried. It was sad. Tried to save the woman and couldn't. And when he cried, the right eye, the right cry, the right, what do you call Dakri? Dakri, okay. Dakri in tear, the right tear. So yeah, the right tear created Tsukuyomi, left tear created the Amaterasu, and the nose created Susanoo. Yeah, amazing. Wait, I mixed it up. The tears created the Japanese. I don't know. The tears created the Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi. The Japanese island. Who created Japanese island? I forgot. These people created the islands. I think Susanoo created the islands. Yeah, something. But Amaterasu is the sun. And Susanoo made Amaterasu cry. Then he beat a dragon. He went to Earth, beat a dragon, and gave her a sword. With their weapon, I think. With their weapons, yeah, with their weapons, something like that. But yeah, very interesting, very nice. And the entire history, I now know the entire history of Japan. Very interesting. People in Japan admired China a lot in the past, until from 1000 and on, they became like a closed country. They didn't allow people to go outside or come inside. So yeah, very interesting, very interesting. And Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu got angry at Tsukuyomi because he killed the god of food, or goddess of the food, and she pushed him away and created Tsukuyomi became the night and Amaterasu became the day. So the moon, god of the moon, goddess of the sun. Very interesting.
健康的だし、いいんじゃない? It's healthy and stuff, so isn't that fine? I debated on this sentence for a while, Yuki and I both actually, because Genki doesn't really cover the usage of the negative this way. Just like in English, isn't that fine? いいんじゃない? So this doesn't mean it's not good, because for starters, not good is yokunai. But using janai to mean isn't it is very, very, very common in Japanese. So I'm actually surprised. Maybe they mentioned it somewhere in Genki, but I don't remember covering it. So I figured I'd mention it here. You can use janai, or the negative of many different things,
in
to
janai.
mean isn't it? So in janai, isn't it fine? It's fine, isn't it?
So it's like ne. It's like ne, desu.
It's the final drinking party, and it's not okay. This she is implying actually that there's other reasons. So it's the final drinking party and stuff. So it's not okay. Yamete okinasai yo. You should stop while you're ahead. So this is the teoku. Teoku, which means to do something for a purpose. Teoku, right? And yamete, so stop while you're ahead is how I would translate this. Yamete okinasai yo.
Okinasai yo.
Kotowarareta. Nomaseru no wa. If someone turns you down.
Shoes, how are you? So yeah, we were talking about the creation of Japan, the mythology.
Kotowarareta, so passive. Passive plus tara.
Izanagi and Izanami. And Amaterasu, Susanoo, and Tsukuyomi.
No wa. Making them drink, so there's the causative. No wa. Ikenai yo. That's not okay.
Ikenai yo.
Ya, nomaseru koto ni shiyou.
Final Genki video.
I've decided to make
Final
them drink.
Genki video. Finally. I will never see Genki again. I'm tired. I'm tired of Genki. I want to do something else.
Nomaseru no
But I think we learned a lot. Second time finishing Genki. We learned a lot of things, not going to lie.
Making them drink, so
but it's tiring. It's tiring.
No wa ikenai yo. That's not okay. Woo.
Yamete okinasai yo. Kotowarareta. Nomaseru no wa ikenai yo. You should stop while you're ahead. If someone turns you down and you make them drink, that's not okay.
Ya, nomaseru koto ni shiyou. Nah, I've decided to make him drink.
Yeah,
nomaseru koto ni shiyou. Can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. Suggest an activity to myself or your imaginary friend that you've been considering. So, 明日海に行くことにしよう. Tomorrow, let's go to the sea.
明日海に行くことにしよう. 明日日本に行くことにしよう.
So, suggest an activity to myself or anyone you'd like. that you've been considering. The next section is decide your habits
Your
with
habits.
koto ni shiteiru. So you may notice that this is basically just the teiru form. Not basically, it is the teiru form of the section we just covered, which was koto ni suru. It was actually part of the exact same section in the second edition of Genki 2, but they split it out into a separate section in Genki 3rd edition of Genki 2 because it has a different nuance that is, they felt like justified a whole new section. I'm not sure that it did. I feel like it could have been a footnote. Doesn't matter. I made it into another section. Gave me an excuse for another dialogue, but I only have a few example sentences for this one because it's not that complicated. It's just the teiru form of koto ni suru. The difference between koto ni suru and koto ni shiteiru is that koto ni shiteiru is something like I make it a point to do this thing. So like I decided on this regular thing I do, or I decided to make this thing a habit. The most common translation I've seen for it is what you'll see in the example sentence is I make it a point or I make it a rule to do something, something. So I only have 3 example sentences for this section because it's not that different from the last section, but they are. 毎日運動することにしています. And this means I make it a point to exercise every day. All the same rules apply as the last section.
Make it a habit, so it's a habit.
It has the nuance of I do it every day, or it's a habit, or I make it a point to do this thing. So お酒を飲まないことにしている. I make it a rule not to drink, or I
酒を飲まないことにしている.
I'm in the habit recently of not drinking.
Habit, yeah, it's habit.
朝ごはんで納豆を食べることにしています。I make it a rule, or I'm in the habit of eating natto for breakfast. And that's it. That's what this means. It's the same thing as before, but it adds that.
I think, yeah, we did it. I remember doing this for sure. 全然運動をしないことにしています。運動 exercise. Never exercise. Wait, never make exercise to... You never make a habit to exercise.
To the sentence. So that's bringing us... It's the same thing.
毎日運動することにしています。I make it a point. 全然運動しないことにしています。
As before, but
never make any point exercise. Exercising is important. One thing I want to also start staying consistent on is rope skipping, rope jumping. Okay, so the gym I'm almost consistent, but I want to start rope skipping also.
So that's bringing us already to the dialogue.
Rope skipping.
はーい、テキーラだ。いやいやいや、飲まないことに。
I only made exercises for a whole year, and to this day I call it the year of hell. I wanted to cry every single day, but it's but exercise is fun though. Yeah, it's hard, but after you finish, you feel good.
しているんだよ。お
You feel
酒
energetic.
やめた？うん。二日酔いが嫌だから。そう。
Rather die early but happy than
そう、安藤さん
live long and miserable.
says はーい、テキーラだ。
Tequila da.
いやい
But I don't know. I feel happy when after I finish the exercise. I feel happy when I don't exercise. I don't feel happy.
やいや、
But
飲まない
but
こと
I
に
don't know. Depends. Maybe it depends on the person.
しているん
Maybe my psychology is messed up from early years. The people were saying if you don't exercise you will be miserable. If you don't exercise you'll be miserable, and it's actually affected my brain, and made me want to exercise every day. But depends on the environment of each person. I don't know.
飲まないこと。
I'm envious. I thought I'd feel happy too. Maybe my histology is different or something. But it never made me feel happy. I felt pretty crappy.
ことにしている。
Depends. Maybe it depends on the person, how you grow up. How you grew up and how to...
はーい。テキーラだ。
But it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. Exercising, it's not easy. You definitely feel crappy when you do it. You don't feel before you do it. It's a mental fight, you know. It's difficult before you do it, and during the exercise it's very hard. But after you finish, you feel energetic. You feel fresh. But it's not good. It's not easy. It's hard. Sensei Vic.
いやいやいや、飲まないことにしているんだよ。お酒やめた？うん。二日酔いが嫌だから。そうか。一杯だけなら二日酔いにならないよ。まあ、そうだね。Full speed.
I thought it might change after some time, so I pulled through for a whole year, but it never changed. It depends on the person.
そうだね。はい、テキーラだ。いや、飲まないことにしているんだよ。お酒やめた？うん、二日酔いが嫌だから。そうか。一杯だけなら二日酔いにならないよ。まあ、そうだね。
But it's healthy. Maybe if you convince yourself that it's good, it's healthy, you will enjoy it. Just got to find something you enjoy. Like I don't enjoy doing cardio on a stationary machine, but I like riding my bike outside. Yes, you have to find... I don't like running on the machine also. It's very hard. It's boring. Riding a bike, it's definitely one better than just running on the treadmill or something. You have to find the exercise you like. We have to feel good after doing the exercise. Otherwise, the brain will equal exercise as pain. Yes. You have to convince yourself that exercising is good, is going to make you healthy, you know, make the blood circulate better. Because every day the blood in the body needs to circulate better. And how do you make it circulate? When you move your arms, when you move your legs. If you sit all day, the blood will stay still and it won't be able to reach all the body parts. It would be hard. I'd rather die early. I give every doctor who suggests sports to me the case of death. Yeah, give yourself a treat afterwards. Pavlov your brain into enjoying it. Yeah, you have to find Yuki find happiness in not exercising. So maybe it depends on the person.
Tequila. Yeah. No. 飲まないことにしているんだよ。I've decided not to and have not been.
I don't want to be that doctor.
Drinking. So there's our ことにしている. I'm not drinking. I've decided to and I'm not drinking.
No.
I'm making it a point to.
Habit.
I did not.
飲まないことにしているんだよ. Just walk fast. Just walk. Walking is also nice. Walking 1 hour, 30 minutes a day, or after each meal you eat, you walk 10 minutes and it's good. It's very good. It's better than walking 1 hour, 1 full hour. You walk like you eat in the morning, you go walk for 10 minutes after, like immediately. You eat in the afternoon, you walk immediately. You eat dinner, you walk 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, like calculated. Put your timer, 10 minutes and come back. Or if you have a treadmill, that would be better.
Yeah, no. 飲まないことにしているんだよ. I've decided not to and have not been drinking.
Wait, I think I've seen the walking for 10 minutes. Walking, okay. Walking for 10 minutes. 10 minutes after eating, okay. After a meal. Walking after eating for 10-15 minutes has been shown to help adults who frequently experience bloating feel markedly less bloated after eating. What's more possible? No, it's better. Walking after 10 minutes is better than walking 2 hours. Yeah, walking 10 minutes after eating is better than... It's a very good way. It's very good. And it's easy. Okay.
So there's our ことにして.
There's a saying in German, Sport ist Mord und Turnen füllt die Urnen. Sport is murder and gymnastics fills the urns. What are the urns? Wait, fills to urnen. It's the same as in English. Urns meaning.
Urn. Urn. Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn.
Urn. A tall rounded vase with a stem and base, especially one used for storing the ashes or cremated person. Cremated person. What? A large metal container with fills the urn. Ah, the urn. Ah, sport, murder, and gymnastic fills the urn. Fills the vase with the ashes. Okay. Ah, this is the urn. Okay. Who said that? Who? Why Germans hate sports?
I'm not drinking. I've decided to and
Feels
I'm not
there.
drinking. I'm making it a point to not drink, basically. お酒やめた? Huh? You quit drinking alcohol?
お酒やめた?
二日酔いが嫌だから。Yeah, because I hate hangovers. 二日酔いが嫌だから。そうか。
そうか。
I see. 一杯だけなら if it's only one drink, 二日酔いにならないよ。
二日酔いならない。
You won't become hungover,
なら
you
な
know?
いよ。
Those are dangerous words. And you will hear them many times if you turn down alcohol. まあ、そうだね。
そうだね。
Well, yeah.
My commercial correspondence
Question time.
teacher said that.
What's a rule you have for yourself? 朝ごはんに
Wait, what's a commercial correspondent?
に納豆を食べることにしています。I make it a rule to eat 納豆 for breakfast. If I don't eat it for breakfast, I try to eat it for lunch. I pretty much eat it every single day. I quite like it. I didn't like it for 2 years, and now I do. The next section is until with made. But made is a very versatile marker. I think it's a particle technically, but I can't remember exactly, so don't...
Made is easy. Made is easy.
What Genki covers here...
Okay, almost done. So we have made and we have kata. Easy
This
stuff.
made is...
In commercial correspondence, you learn the terminology and the layout of business letter. Oh, business. So it's a business class. Okay. Business letters. Don't like people who pressure others to drink. Suki dewa. I never drink. I only drink
verbs
ocha.
in the short present positive. Made. So for example, owaru made, until I finish.
Owaru made.
Or could...
Yeah, made is
So for
easy. Made is easy. So until made. Until means made. Made. So verb short, verb short, present, positive, plus まで。Okay.
Using it with verbs in the
Me
short
neither.
present
Cheers.
positive.
Cheers.
Made. So for example, 終わるまで until I finish.
終わるまで easy.
Or 来るまで
来
until
る
it
まで
comes.
until it comes.
Or 教え
教えてもらうまで
until I get them
until I
to
get
teach me.
that
So that's what Genki's teaching today. And that's what I'm teaching today. But I just want to complain a little bit. Made is used in a lot of different ways in a lot of very basic grammar. And I don't think we covered it in 23 lessons. Like, we never did kara made. I don't know how we missed that point. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss it in the book.
香港からシンガポールまで。
I just don't think it
香港から
existed
from
somehow.
Hong Kong to Singapore. I did it in Anki. 香港からシンガポールまで。
There's also lots of other ways to use made. Very important grammar that's in the that's all combined into a single section in the grammar dictionary. But for some reason, this is the first time I feel like it showed up in a actual lesson in Genki, which makes no sense to me because things like kara made are like bare basics, like bare bones important Japanese. Maybe there was a small like bonus section in one of the lessons back in Genki 1 that I missed. I don't know. Should have been covered. So, while I was making this section, I was thinking about it, and
教えて
there's a
もらう
good
まで。
chance, just because of junk like this, that I'll probably take the first few quartet live streams and do in the back of the quartet textbook, there's actually a sort of a brush up section, which tries to get you up to speed with what you might have missed in Genki or what. It covers some of the more important grammar sections from Genki.
飲
So
酒
I'm
飲
probably
酒
going
す
to
る
go
ま
in
で
there and try
飲
and
酒
take out
する
all
ま
the
で
points that Genki
until you
missed.
drink
And I'm going to try and go
飲酒
over
する
them
まで
maybe in a lesson separately, or a couple lessons separately before we start quartet, because it's hard to justify going into intermediate content without some of this grammar. So that's just something I wanted to mention really quickly. There's our example sentences. Let's go into the next part, which is it's not the next part, it's just more complicated sentences. So 宿題が
宿題が終わるまで
ゲームを
ゲームを
我慢します。
我慢
I
し
will
ます
resist playing games. ゲームを我慢します。Until I finish my homework. So you notice it's reversed. But
宿題終わるまで
until I finish my
宿
homework.
題が
ゲームを我
終わるまで
慢します。I will resist playing games. You could also put it in that order if you'd like. More complicated stuff here. This isn't more complicated. It's not that bad. お母さんが迎えに来るまで until my mother comes to get
迎え
me.
に来
駅
るまで
で待ちます。
駅で待ちます
I will wait at the station until my mother comes to get me.
お母さんが迎えに来るまで until my mother comes and get me 駅で待ちます I'll wait
お
in the
母さん
駅
が迎えに来るまで駅で待ちま。
駅です待ちます
この仕事
こ
に
の仕事
慣れ
に
るま
慣
で
れるまで
until I get used to 慣れる
時間がかかりました
So この仕事に慣れるまで
慣れるま
until I
で
get used to this work 時間がかかりました
時間
So
10 more minutes
this is something I wanted to mention here. The verb before made needs to be in the present positive, but the verb after doesn't. The verb after will determine the whole tense of the clause, the politeness, and everything, just like a lot of other things like kara and node, although you can use mas forms before node and kara, usually you don't. In this situation, you never do. It's always the short form, and what comes after it can be past tense, it can be negative, whatever. In this situation, it took a while until I got used to this work.
この仕事に慣れるまで
時間が
時間がかかりまし
It
た
took a while until I got used to
か
this
かります
work.
to take time to
That's
take
pretty much it. Dialogue.
国に帰るまで
何
何す
する
る予定
そうだ
そうだな
京都
京都で
で
神社を
たくさん見
たく
たいかな
さん見たいかない
いね。
いいね
仕事
仕事始まるまで
私も
始めるまで
旅行したいな。仕事
始めるまで
私
私も旅行したい
な。
な
じゃあ、
じゃあ、
一緒に
一緒に
京都に
京
行く
都に行く。
いいね。
いいね。
いつ
いつ
二次会行こうぜ。
二次会行こうぜ。
カラオケにしよう。
カラオケにしよう。
あれ
あれ
フォースピード。国に帰るまで何する予定？そうだな。京都で神社をたくさん見たいかな。いいね。仕事を始まるまで私も旅行したいな。じゃあ一緒に京都に行く？いいね。二次会に行こうぜ。There's no need. 二次会行こうぜ。
二次会行こう
カラオケにし
ぜ
よ。
カラオケにしよう。あれ
English. 国に
国に帰るまで。
Until you go back to your country or before you go back to your country.
国に帰るまで。何する予定 What are you plan? What do you plan to do?
Conversation between Day and Yuki. So 何する予定 or 何をする予定ですか would be the full sentence. What do you plan to do until you go back to
そう
your
だ
country?
な。
そうだな。京都で
京都で
神社を
神社を
たくさん見たいかな。
たくさん見たいかな。
Yeah, そうだな。
Yeah, そうだ
I
な。
want to see lots of shrines in Kyoto, maybe. I guess. いいね。
いい
Nice.
ね。
仕事
仕
始
事
まるまで
始まるまで。
until I start work. 私
私も
も旅行したいな。
旅行したいな。
I want to travel. Two. I want to travel until I start work too is the reorganized sentence. じゃあ、
じゃあ、
一緒に京
一緒
都に行く。
に京都に
Well
行く。
then, wanna go to Tokyo together?
いい
あ、
ね。
東京。京都。一緒に京都に行く ?Wanna go to 京都 together? いいね。
いいね。
That sounds
いつ
good. When will you go? 二次会行こうぜ !Let's go to the after party! 二次会 is the after
二
party.
次
or
会
second
行こう
party.
ぜ
There's also, yeah, it's the after party. There's always an after party. カラオケにしよう。
カラオケにしよう。
Let's do karaoke. So there's our にしよう without ことね。Just with a thing, a noun. あれ
あれ
Question time. Describe a goal or habit you have which you won't stop doing until. So, for example, for me, maybe N1 を
N1 を
合格するまで
合格するまで
日本語の勉強をやめない。
日本語の勉強をす
I
る
won't quit studying Japanese until
私も
I pass N1.
日本 N のを合格するまで日本語の勉強をやめない。
N1 を
やめない。
合格するまで合格するまで
私も
日本語の勉強をやめない。
やめない。
So what's something, describe a goal or habit you have which you won't stop doing until what?
日本語を話せるまで日本語の勉強をやめない。日本語を話せるまで日本語の勉強をやめない。
Something, describe a goal or habit you have which you won't stop doing until what? Final section of Genki 3, you ready?
Methods.
Methods with kata.
型。
Genki 3, you ready?
Methods. Okay. So, 型。Methods. 型。Which is, it's a very interesting kanji. I've seen it a lot of times. Also means man. It has different meaning. And that's why it's
Methods
confusing.
with kata. How to do something, particularly a verb, how to do that thing is described with the mas stem of a verb and kata. So we just take the mas stem and kata, and that means how to do that verb or whatever that thing is. So for example, tabekata.
How to do? Okay, this one is easy. So must stem plus kata. Kata. Okay.
Mas stem and kata.
飲み方 The way to drink 飲み方
And that means how
How
to
to
do
drink
that verb or whatever that thing is. So for example,
食べ方
tabekata,
The way to
the
eat
way to eat or how
Tabekata.
to eat something. Ikikata, the
Ikikata,
way,
the way
to,
to
go,
go.
or how to go somewhere. Kaikata, the way to
Kaikata.
buy it or something. Kaikata.
食べ
So some more
方
complicated versions. 作り方を教えてください。
つき方を教
Please
えて
teach
くだ
me
さい。
the way to make it. Or please teach me how to make it. スマホの使い方がわからない。I don't understand how to use a smartphone. スマホの使い方が
使い
わか
方が
らない。
わからない。
使い方。How to use.
So, 作り方を教えてください。Please teach me the way to make it. スマホの使い方がわからない。
この漢字の読み方を知っている
知ってい
Do
る
you know how to read
this
this 漢字この漢字の
この漢字の読み
How
方
to read this 漢字
知っている
数学の
数
勉
学の
強の
勉強の仕
仕
方を
方を知りたい。
知りたい。
I want to know
to know
how to study math. 数
数
学
学の
の勉強
勉
の
強の
仕方。
Wait, so if I want to say, make a video, how to, we use kata, and yeah? So how to learn Japanese, for example? 日本語の勉強仕方。日本語の勉強の仕方。Wait. 数学の勉強の仕方。
One thing to
Okay.
mention here is that when we're talking about
So videos because how to. So how to videos. In English we say how to video. If I want to write in the title how to, I say kata. Stem mas in kata.
verbs.
Okay.
you need to have no in between the noun
If we
suru verbs.
suru verbs
You need
need
to
no.
have no
Okay.
in between the noun portion and the suru portion. So 勉強し方じゃなくて
じゃなくて
勉強の
勉強の
仕方
仕方。
is how you want to make it. So for example, 洗濯する. So
選択する。
do laundry is not 洗濯し方, it's 洗濯のし方. So you need to put the no particle between.
I want to make a video how to make boiled eggs or a video how to open the door but in Japanese and speak in Japanese. So 卵をお湯を型
between the noun portion and the suru portion of suru verbs. Just so you know. So that's what that sentence is for. 数学の勉強の
勉強の仕方を
I want to
知り
know
たい。
how to study math. I do. Dialogue.
あれ
I'm gonna Andy. あれ
あれ
こ
ここ
こは
はどこ京都
京
だ。
都だよ。
京都だよ。
なんで
なんで
京都に
京都に
昨
昨日
日レイと
レイと
ユ
ユキが
キが京都に行く話をしてたか
して
ら
たから
俺たちは
俺たちは
早速
早
行
速
こうって
行こう
ことにした。
ことにした。
ちなみに
ちなみに
神社の
神社の
参り方知って
参りに
いる？
方知っている
そうい
そう
う
いうビ
ビデオ
デオを
を作ったこと
作
ある。
ったことある。
あれ
あれ
ここは
ここは
どこ？
どこ
京都だよ。
京都だよ。
なんで
なんで
京都に？
京都に
昨日レイとユキが京都に行く話をしてたから俺たちは早速行こうってことにした。
ことにした。
ちなみに
ち
神社の
なみに
参り方知っている？
参り方知っている？
そういうビデオ
そういう
を
ビデオを
作ったことある。
作ったことある。
English translation. あれここはどこ？ Huh? Where is
What is
Here?
here?
Where is here?
京都だよ。
It's 京都。なんで
な
京都に？
んで京都に
Why are we in 京都？昨日レイとユキが京都に行く話をしてたから。Yesterday, Ray and Yuki were talking about going to Kyoto. So 俺たちは早速行こ
早速行
う
こう
ってことにした。We decided, let's go now! ちなみに神社の参り方知っている？ By the way, do you know how to pray or wish at shrines? 神社の参り
神社の
方。
参り方。Don't you hate
そういうビデオを作ったこと。
don't you hate it when you wake up in a completely different city? I wish I could wake up in Kyoto. I wouldn't mind. I don't hate it, to be honest. I would love it.
wish at shrines. 神社の参り
神社
方。
の参り方。
そういうビデオ
そういう
を
ビデオを
作ったことある。
作ったことある。
I made that kind of video once. I did. One of my first videos ever was how to pray at a Japanese Shinto shrine. Hey guys, welcome to Tokini Andy. I'm Andy. Today, I'm going to teach you how to pray at a Japanese Shinto shrine. Did quite well for one of my first videos too. So, ask to be taught something using kata. 泳ぎ方を教えてください. Please teach me how to swim. Ask to be taught something. You don't have to be asking me. You can
日本語を話せる方を教えてください。
just be asking to be taught something to anyone you'd like. Maybe.
So
someone can offer
done,
you.
Yuki, done. We finished.
That is the last question time of
That
video
is
two,
the
ladies and
last.
gentlemen.
Last
Make 'em good.
video.
Thumbs up を攻撃してください。チャンネル
To be
登
honest,
録をお願いします。So,
done. To be honest, if there were even the slightest chance to wake up in Kyoto that after getting hammered, I'd immediately open the alcohol cabinet. Maybe this is a dream. This is like
smash the thumbs up button.
would be a
Subscribe
dream
if you
come
haven't already. I
true.
think most of you have already if you're here. But subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell so that you know when we go live with quartet lessons. And next week we still have the practice lessons. So I hope to see you there. But we have one more live stream of Genki, practice lesson. And then it's off to quartet in a couple weeks.
Where are the practice lessons? Why didn't we watch practice lessons? But done, Yuki, we are done. We finished. We finished the challenge in 25 days and not in 30 days. So 5 days earlier. Essential Japanese and language learning. Quartet live. What is quartet? Quartet? What? What is quartet? I need to read quartet. Quartet. No, quartet. Japanese. Quartet is a book, so it's a book. A book, but for intermediate. Okay. Quartet is for N2. Okay. I know what to read. Practice. We didn't watch practice. Congratulations. We didn't watch practice though. They are long, very long. I think we find another way to practice though. Yeah, but we finished. We finished Genki for a second time. So let's just add a green check mark. Green check mark to the plan. Where is the... Okay, so let's add a green mark. Finally check. I think we learned a lot, but we learned a lot. So okay, green here and green here finally. So I think we learned a lot. I wrote everything, we need. Almost half of this notebook. So 60 pages. I wrote everything I need, like everything I thought I would do, I did. But we learned. Did you watch Sweet Pea? No, I didn't watch it. Maybe I'll watch it now, tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't have anything. Are you lining movies up without seeing any of them? I will watch soon. Yeah, I do a lot of So I save a lot of things, a lot of playlists, and a lot of movies and stuff, but I just line them there and not see them. So I have all of these playlists that I will never watch, probably. Hopefully tomorrow I will have some time to watch some movie. This podcast is also very nice. Podcasto.
日本語
日本語
をコン
コン
テペイ
テペイ。
日本
Maybe tomorrow we watch Sweet Bean.
日本語学習者の皆さんを
No, Sweet Bean or the others. We have some list. We have a list of movies that I need to watch. But yeah, the Tango is almost done. We only still have 38 cards. So no, exactly 38 cards. So we are on the right track. So nothing. The games. Okay, the games. I'm going to remove them because I changed the games. I'm not going to play any of these games. Or maybe no. Maybe we play some of them. So this one I'll never play. This one no. I don't know about this one. But Detroit, maybe I'll play. Final Fantasy maybe. I don't know about this one. Monster Hunters. I don't know. Maybe. This one maybe. Yakuza. Yakuza is nice. I will play it. But first, before playing these games, we play Shinchan and Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. So Tsushima or Tsunishima. No, Tsushima. But anyways, let's just listen to this.
いつも応援するポッドキャスト。
Podcast.
今日は
今日は
夏は
夏は
好きですか
好きですかに
ついて
ついて音楽。
はい皆さん、
はい、
こん
皆さん
にちは。
こんにちは。
日本語コン
日
テッ
本語
ペイですね。
コンテッペイですね。
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
今日のトピックね。
今日のトピックね。
もういきなり入りますけど、
もうなる
夏ですね。
けど、夏ですね。
夏、もう
夏
ですね。
もう夏ですね。サメル
皆さんの住
皆さんの
んでいる
住んでいる国は
は
どうですか？
でも
で
夏
も夏
が冬
冬
の
の
国もありますよ
国
ね。
もありますよね。
例えばオ
例えば
ーストラリアとか
オーストラリアとか
ニュージーランドとか、
ニュージーランドとか、
あとは
あとは
南米のチリとか
南米の
ね、
チリとか、
アルゼンチンの
アルゼンチンの
もそうですよね。
アルゼンチンどうそうですよね。
南ですね。
南ですね。南半球
地球が
南 means south。
南ですね。
南ですね
南半球
南半
ね。地球があってその南側の国ですね。
国ですね。
南アフリカとかもそうですよね。
南アフリカ、サウスアフリカ、南アフリカ。
側の国ですね。南アフリカとかもそうですよね。
そうですよね。
そういう南にある国は他の国
には、So the South countries
とは夏と
アルゼンチナ、サウスコリア、南アフリカ、
冬が逆になりますね。
逆になりますね。
だから今寒いかも
だ
しれない。
から今寒い。So we have 寒い、we have winter, and 南国 have summer.
まあでも他の国、北半球、ね、
他の国、北、サウス。
日本も含めてですね。日本も今暑いです。
暑いです。Now Japan is hot.
皆さんは夏が好きですか？
夏が好きですか？ Do you like summer?
それとも冬が好きですか？
冬が好きですか？ Do you like winter?
好きですか？それとも冬が好きですか？
冬が好きですか？
それともやっぱり春とか
秋とか
ね。どの季節が一番好きですか？
一番好きですか？ Which one do you like more? 夏、冬、秋、春。僕は
ね、夏は あんまり好きじゃないですね。
あまり好きじゃないですね。I don't really like nuts. 秋が一番好きです。秋、Yuki likes 秋。私は夏が一番好きです。
じゃない。多分ね、僕が一番好きなのは、
一番好きなのは、多分、春。私は春が一番好きです。春。私は。春より一番好きです。
冬かな。
冬かな。
いや、秋だな。秋がいいですね。
秋だね。
秋が一番いい。秋が好きですね。
秋が好き
秋が好
ですね。
き。うん
秋が好き。
まあ寒くもなく、
まあ
もちろん
寒く
暑くなくて、
I don't get anything.
ちょっと
I don't get a lot of things. I just read and pick up a few words. Well, some words here and there. Some words here and there. I pick some words and I construct the sentence around these words.
こう、なんかちょっとロマンな秋が好き。秋
So
が
here-
秋がいい。
What did he say here? I don't know.
冬かな。
冬かな。冬 means winter.
いや、秋だな。秋がいいです。
秋だね。
秋が一番いい
秋がいいです。
秋が好きですね。
秋が好きですね。He likes Aki. Same as Yuki. Yuki also likes Aki. And Teppei also likes Aki. 秋が好きですね。秋さん好きですね。
秋が好き。
秋が好き。He likes Aki also.
あの
Aki means fall, of course, autumn.
まあ寒くもなく、もちろん暑くなくて、ちょっとまあ寒くもなく、
まあ
もちろん暑く
寒くもなくも、もちろん、of course.
なくて、
冬が寒いぎて、夏が暑きで、秋は真ん中だから一番好き。あとは、霧と雨が好きです。過ぎる means too much. Okay, 過ぎる。過ぎて。So, too much hot. So 冬、寒すぎて。So, winter is too much cold. 夏が is too much 暑い。too much hot. 秋は真ん中だから。秋 is in between. So that's why 一番好き。So that's why he likes 秋。あとは、but why not 春 is better. あとは、霧と雨が好きです。He likes fog and rain. 雨。Fog and rain. Okay. Wait, fog is 霧。
ちょっとこう、
ちょっとこう。
なんかちょっとロマンチックですよね。秋は
Winter is too cold. Summer is too hot. Autumn is in the middle. So that's why I like it most. Also, I like fog and rain. Okay. That's why Ichiban. Ichiban means I like the most. My favorite. My Ichiban means... So, Ichi means one. Ichi means one, okay? Ban means number. So, my number one, basically. My number one. Yeah, my number one. So, Ichi... actually, that's the translation for it. So, Ichi means one, okay? Ichi. Ban means number. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it just means my number one. Ichi means one, okay? Ichi means one. And ban means number. Just means number. So, ban means number. Number, just ban. So, ichi, ban means my number one. Number one. Number one. That's it. Number one. 一番. Or first, or my favorite, or best, or most. In English, you say my favorite, or my number one, or my best. My most favorite. So, my number one, that's it. 一番熱い is the hottest. And 一番長い is the longest. So, the most. 一番 basically means most. The number one long. The number one 長い. The number one 熱い. That's it.
で、冬ね。冬は僕は嫌いじゃないんですね。
僕は
寒いです。
嫌いですね。
確かに寒い。東京も寒いです。冬は。
寒いです。
だけど、冬はコ
That's curious.
ートを着ればいいですよね。コートを
It makes sense. 一番 that's number one.
着る。ね、コートを着れば問題ない。でもね、やっぱり夏は
やっぱり夏は
暑いとね、もうどうしようもない。どうしようもない。何もできないですよ。暑いとね。だから僕は冬の方が夏よりは好きですね。冬の方が夏よりは好き。でもまあ人によって
I think he is speaking very, very nice, very slow, but I still don't understand a lot of things. I still don't understand. I need to practice more. I need more practice until I understand. There isn't more words for hottest or longest than ichiban. There aren't. Wait, there aren't more words hottest for. No, I don't know. I don't know. No, I think it's only ichiban. There are a few other words like saiku, the highest, and the best. Okay, saiku, saikyo, strongest. So there are, okay. But yeah, this playlist is nice, but I still don't understand. I still don't understand. I hear something, but I could only recognize a few words. So let's just do Anki quickly and wrap it up. Wrap it up. Genki o つけてください。電気をつけてください。電気をつけてください。
電気をつけてください。
電気をつけてください。この道をまっすぐ行ってください。この道をまっすぐ行ってください。Straight. This road straight.
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっすぐ行ってください。映画は10時に始まります。
映画は10時に始まります。
映画は10時に始まります。先生に、New Year's card or something 出します。I sent a New Year's card.
先生に
年賀状。
年賀状を出します。
年賀状を出します。Okay. 年賀状。10日。
10日。
10日。something I don't remember. で、電車を乗ります。
渋谷で
降ります
電車を降ります。
降ります。get off 降ります。渋谷。電気 electric products を秋葉原で買いました。electric shop products
電気製品を秋葉原で買いました。
電気製品を秋葉原で買いました。So I recognized Akihabara because I saw this Aki. Aki means autumn. I bought electrical products in Akihabara. Okay. 病気になりました。I became sick.
病気になりました。
病気になりました。 Magarimas. Hidari ni magarimas. Koen.
信号を左に曲がります。
Shingo. Hidari ni magarimasu.
信号を左に曲がります。
Strange. I think Akihabara would be my favorite city district in Tokyo. So, yeah, because it has Aki. Akihabara is the only kanji I remember besides Kyoto and Tokyo. Akihabara is the only kanji I remember. And it is the net district. Okay. Shingo. Wait, so Akihabara is not a city, is a district. Wait. So I thought Akihabara was a different city. Akihabara, a district in Tokyo. Okay. Akihabara, yeah, has the Aki. I like Akihabara because I recognize the Aki. Okay, wait, I need to see Akihabara on Google Maps. Google Maps. Akihabara on Google Maps. It is in Tokyo. Okay. Okay, nice. Shingo. 大きい夢があります。大きい夢があります。I have a big dream. 大きい夢があります。
大きい夢があります。
大きい夢があります。お金を払います。No.
お金を払いま
お
す。
金を払います。I have to pay. I pay the money. The original name was Akibahara, but there was a mistake doing the written signs and stay that way. What? Wait, Akibahara. So there was a mistake in the sign and stayed that way? Akihabara. Wait, is it true? Is it true? Akiba Gahara, which comes from Akiba, named after a fire controlling deity of destroyed. Akihabara gained the nickname Akihabara Electric Town shortly after World War II for being a major shopping center household and the post-black market. Akihabara is considered geography, name, otaku culture, the street of Akihabara. So it's Akiba. The short name for Akihabara is Akiba. But what does it say about the name, the mistake of the sign? Electric town. Okay. So it's all full of lights. I've never. Akibahagara. Okay. Akiba Gahara. Akihabara is a shortening of Akiba Gahara. Okay. So it's full of like this, full of lights, full of colors. This town. It is so confusing. I think I've never been to a city like so colorful. Yeah, full of lights and full of colors. Gohan, rice.
ご飯、
Gohan. スイッチを押すと、スイッチを押すと、I entered into a basement full of hentai here with a big mistake. So you went, wait, Sensei Vic, how was Athens? So you went to Akihabara also. スイッチを押すと、開きます。
スイ
動きます。
ッチを押すと動きます。
動きます。will move. 7日、9日。
9日、
9日。サッカーの something があります。
サッカーの試合があり
That's
ます。
exactly as the back of a fridge. a lot of apartments, I think. But the Acropolis is majestic. The center though is very crowded, very full of apartments. You cannot breathe. But Acropolis, of course, Acropolis is majestic. サッカーの試合があります。サッカーの試合があります。駅に人が準備を授業があります。
駅に時刻表があります。
時刻表があります。毎日おりをします。I don't remember.
毎日お祈りをします。
お祈りをします。お祈りをします。生け花を習いました。
生け花を習いました。
生け花を習いました。Isn't this Minami? 両親、parents。
両親、
両親。今朝5時に起きました。眠いです。
今朝5時に起きました。眠いです。
眠いです。将来、the future. Something になりたいです。I want to become Minami. Yeah, it's different. It's not Minami. So, 将来 something. I want to become a scientist or a scholar. The future.
将来、研究者になりたいです。
研究者になり。I don't think I will ever remember 研究者に。研究者。また今度お願いします。また今度お願いします。
また今度お願いします。
また今度お願いします。すみません。今日は仕事があります。or 用事があります。すみません。今日は用事があります。
すみません。今日は用事があります。
用事があります。何かもう来ました。I don't remember this one.
何回も北海道へ行きました。
北海道へ行きました。So 北海道 has the 北 north. 北海道 is no. That's why it has the north. Because 北海道 is north. 北海道へ行きました。何回も北海道へ行きました。I went to 北海道 many times. So 何回も means many times. Okay. 1週間に1回洗濯します。
1週間に1回洗濯します。
1週間に1回洗濯します。1週間に1回洗濯します。日本のsomething な料理です。something は日本の something な料理です。
寿司は日本の有名な料理です。
寿司は日本の有名な料理です。Okay. So, 冬になりました。寒くなりました。冬になりました。 寒くなりました。It's winter and it's become cold.
冬になりました。寒くなりました。
寒くなりました。I don't know. 電車を降ります。名古屋、
渋谷で電車を降ります。
渋谷で電車を降ります。弟が弟がうちへ友達を連れてきました。
弟が家へ友達を連れてきました。
部屋が暗いです。By the way, at the end of February, I'll go to eat out with my Japanese class for the first time and we'll go to a Korean restaurant. I'm kinda lost because I don't know a lot about Korean cuisine. You have time to learn. It's not a worry. And yeah, it's just food. You can't eat whatever. But it's nice. It's nice. Hopefully you have fun. You can eat Korean. What do Koreans eat? I have no idea. So 部屋が暗いです。
部屋が暗いです。
Let's learn about Korean cuisine. I wonder if I should ask my Japanese friend. He's half Korean, so maybe he can give me some advice. Of course you can ask. So they have kimchi bibimbap. This one looks nice. Kimchi, I heard about it. Bulgogi, hobakjuk, kongsuku, tempoki, japchae, gamjatang, teok. Wait, I can't understand pictures. I need to see video. I only know about kimchi. Oh, nobody told you about Korean. I just need to see examples.
8 Korean dishes you love the most. Can you guess which one is number 1?
Kimchi.
안녕하세요. Hello K-friends. Thanks to your support. Number 8, japchae. Japchae was originally a dish eaten on special occasions or holidays.
I don't like japchae.
But nowadays it's a...
I don't like japchae. Do you know how to write kanji with the proper order? Or is it too soon? Sometimes do you write kanji just for fun? I don't know. No, I don't know how to write with the proper order. I just copy what I see. And I like writing kanji. It's so fun. But I still don't know how to write them in order, to be honest. And I think writing them in order will help you. I need to learn them to write them in order, because writing them in order will help you recognize all of the pattern, because all of the kanji have similar patterns. So if you learn to write a couple of kanji, all of the rest follow the same structure.
popular dish that people often make in their everyday lives. It's made with 3 glass noodles, stir
Yuki, don't eat japchae. I don't like it.
popular noodle dishes. Number 7, kimbap. Kimbap is a popular food in Korea that everyone enjoys.
Yeah, kimbap is
You
good.
just roll
Kimbap
rice
is
and
good.
different ingredients in kim, and it's ready to eat. You can
Maybe you can eat kimbap.
add ingredients like carrots, spinach, pickled radish, egg,
Ah, it looks
bulgogi.
eggs
Bulgogi
also.
is a
Kimbap is nice. Kimbap is nice.
picnics or trips because it's easy to carry and perfect for eating in one bite. Number 6, bulgogi. Bulgogi is a very popular and iconic dish. It's known for its flavorful combination of sweet and savory Korean-style marinade. which makes the meat tender and delicious. Traditionally, thin slices of beef are marinated
Bulgogi is nice. Bulgogi is nice also. Eat bulgogi.
with soy sauce, sugar, garlic, sesame oil, carrot, and onions, then cooked in a pan.
I want to eat
Bulgogi is often
bulgogi.
eaten with rice or wrapped in lettuce, along with a bit of ssamjang to enjoy the perfect mix of meat and vegetables.
Bulgogi is
Additionally,
good.
bulgogi can be cooked in a broth like hapa or
I'm
hapir.
becoming hungry now.
Simple yet full of rich flavor, bulgogi is truly a dish that represents Korean cuisine.
I like bulgogi.
Number 5, Korean fried chicken. Korean fried chicken is so
Fried chicken.
delicious that once you try it, you will want more. It's crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside,
Okay,
giving it a great
get
texture.
fried chicken,
If
get
you eat it with
bulgogi,
pickled radish,
and
it
get
makes the taste more refreshing. Korean chicken
get
is
kimpa.
fried, making it extra crunchy on the outside while staying soft inside. You can also choose from many different sauces like sweet and spicy or savory soy sauce to match your taste.
Ah,
With so many flavors, everyone can find something they love.
I love fried chicken Korean.
Number 4, tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki is a popular Korean snack. It's made by cooking 2 rice cakes and fish cakes in a spicy and sweet red pepper paste sauce.
I like.
Besides the main ingredients, you can also add vegetables
I like tukki.
like cabbage, green onions to make it even tastier. People sometimes
okay.
add ramen noodles, sausages,
eggs?
or eggs depending on their preference. The combination of the spicy sauce and 2
it's
rice
nice,
cakes
it's nice.
is what makes tteokbokki so
Tteokbokki.
irresistible.
You can eat tteokbokki also. So you can eat tteokbokki, you can eat bulgogi, you can eat Korean chicken fried, and kimpa, and this kimpa also.
Tteokbokki is one of the most loved street foods in Korea.
It looks
Number
delicious.
3, kimchi. Kimchi
Kimchi.
is a traditional fermented food that is always found on Korean dining tables. It's one of the most common side dishes that Koreans eat with almost every meal.
It's a side dish.
Kimchi is
Okay.
made by brining napa cabbage, draining the moisture, and then coating with a seasoning mix made from gochugaru, garlic, ginger, radish, pear. The cabbage
Okay,
is one of the kimchi.
Kimchi, you can eat it as a side dish, so it's
Such
alright.
as napa cabbage kimchi, gatdugi, cubed radish kimchi, water kimchi, green onion kimchi, and cucumber kimchi. Those
Anyway,
dishes become
any
more
kimchi, eat
popular
any kimchi.
around the world. Number 2, rice paper dishes.
Rice
I
paper
introduced
dish.
a fusion dish using rice paper with. You can also put
Wait.
your favorite fillings on the rice paper, roll it up, and grill it in a pan.
Okay,
It's
rice paper
really
is also
tasty.
nice.
You can also
Rice
use
paper is
rice
also
paper
nice.
instead of
Okay,
savory
eat rice paper also.
to make a kimbap, or add it to dishes like potato pancakes or kimchi pancakes for a chewy and crispy texture. I also
Looks
wrap the
delicious.
stir-fried paper or use it to make dumplings. Many people enjoy it. It's Korea is the
Bibimbap. Beep.
dishes that represent
Okay, this is my
Korea.
favorite.
It's the
This is
video
my
that
favorite.
has received the most views among all my videos so far. You put an appropriate
Now I am hungry also.
amount of rice in
Why
a
did
bowl
you write?
and add fresh vegetables or seasoned greens on top.
Because I'm confused. Minami with Rio. I confused. I thought Rio was Minami.
If you like meat, you can add that too. Then place an egg on top.
This is my favorite. Definitely eat kimpapi. What's his name? Bibimbap boob. Eat bibimbap.
Number 1,
Bibimbambu. Eat bibimbap.
Bibimbap is one of the dishes that represents Korea.
Eat bibimbap.
It's the video that has received the
Yuki,
most
eat.
views among
Eat this.
all my videos so far. You put an appropriate amount of rice in a bowl.
Rice, meat,
If
vegetables,
you like
eggs.
meat, you can add that too. Then place an egg on top, drizzle a little sesame oil, add gochujang, Korean red pepper paste, and
Bibimbap.
mix it all together. It tastes amazing.
It tastes
You can
amazing.
also put rice and your favorite toppings in a hot stone pot. Add gochujang and mix
Okay.
it. This way your food stays warm and tastes the whole time.
Oh.
When you mix everything, the colors look beautiful.
She's hurting
and
me.
It looks
She's
so
hurting me.
tasty. One bite fills your mouth with fresh flavors. Vegetarians
I
can
want to eat now.
simply leave out the meat and egg and add their preferred ingredients. It's a simple yet healthy meal.
Okay, done. Eat kimbimbapu. Okay, so 部屋が暗いです。部屋が暗いです。So you see very different kinds. We will all starve to death. I need to eat kimbimbapu. サッカーの試合があります。サッカーの試合があります。
サッカーの試合があります。
サッカーの試合があります。毎日お祈りをします。お祈りをします。
毎日お祈りをします。
お祈りをします。毎日お祈りをします。寿司は日本の有名な料理です。料理です。
寿司は日本の有名な料理です。
有名な料理です。なんかもう北海道、サウス、北海道へ行きました。So, Eshi, the people of Eshi tribes, I think. Eshi, is it Eshi? Eshi people. Or Enshi people, Enshi. Enshi people live, I think Enshi. Wait, no, not Enshi, or is it Enshi? I don't know, but the people of the north are called Enshi. I saw it today. So this is Nankaimo or Nanikamo.
何回も北海道へ行きました。
Aishi? Ainu people. Ainu people. Maybe it's Ainu people. Ainu people are an ethnic group reside in northern Japan, southern eastern Russia, including Hokkaido. Not Aidu. I don't remember them as Ainu. No, not Ainu, no. Enshi or Eshi, or I forgot. Enshi, North Japan. Emishi people. Yes, Emishi people. Who lived in northern Japan and they live in Ainu. Yeah, but I didn't read about Ainu. About Emishi, the people who lived like, they called them barbaric, but they didn't submit to the rest. So Emishi who lived in the north part and didn't submit to the Yamato clan. So Emishi, they picture them as barbaric and they didn't submit to the state basically in the past. But anyways, Emishi is what I was looking for. But I don't know about Ainu. I didn't read about them. Anyways, done. Let's just do Jilab. 飲み物すぐ用意するから。飲み物すぐ用意するから。I prepared the beverages immediately.
これ見られるかな。
見られるかな。これ見られるかな。I wonder if he can see this.
この男
この男
何を考えている。
何を考えている。この男何を考えている。
そうなったら 私も嬉しいな。
そうなったら私も嬉しいな。そうなったら私も嬉しいな。If that's so, if that what will happen, I will also be happy. 私も嬉しいな。If it becomes like this, I will be happy.
どうして
どうして
そんなに変わってしまったの？
どうしてそんなに変わってしまったの？ How did he change that much, I think? Why? どうして means why? Why he has changed that much?
力が抜けていく。
力が抜けていく。力が抜けていく。I'm losing my power, my strength.
全然大丈夫じゃありませんでしたよ。
全然大丈夫じゃありませんでしたよ。
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
全てが終わる。
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
その時これがなければ困るでしょ。
その時これがなければ困るでしょ。その時これがなければ困るでしょ。If that doesn't happen at that time, at this time, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. If at that time this is not there, we are in
いつも
trouble.
の朝です。
いつもの朝です。It's the same every morning. It's the same morning as always. The same morning as always.
自分に何が
自分
できるか
に何ができるか
と考えてい
と
た。
考えていた。
出るなら止めないといけないし。
出るなら止めないとできないし。出るなら止めないといけないし。出るなら If you're talking about going out 止めないといけないし。turn off that. If you don't turn off, it's bad. You must turn. If you must turn off or stop or turn off.
大丈夫。
大丈夫。
僕がいる。
大丈夫。
僕がいる。
大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。
失うものは大きいぞ。
大きいぞ。
失うものは大きいぞ。
失うものは大きいぞ。
簡単なのでいいよ。
簡単なのいい。簡単なのでいいよ。If it's easy, I'll do it. I'll not if it's easy. Because it's easy, it's okay. I'll do it. 簡単なのでいいよ。Because it is easy, I'll do it. Because it's easy, it's okay. I'll do it.
忘れられるものか。
忘れられるものか。忘れられるものか。忘れられるものか。A thing you can forget? A thing you can forget? Can we forget about it?
どうして
そんなに変わってしまったの？どうしてそんなに変わってしまったの？ Why did he change this much? I wonder why he
出るなら止めないといけないし。
出るなら止めないといけないし。You must, if you're going out, you must turn it off. And done. So, だんだん means gradually. So, だんだん勉強します。We learn gradually. So, we are done.
Hey guys, my name's Matt.
Genki, and tomorrow we start Game Gengo. Tomorrow we start Game Gengo finally. So tomorrow I will do the complete verb conjugation.
This video is brought to you thanks to all the
complete
Japanese verb conjugation
conjugation.
video. In this video, you're going to learn every single conjugation for verbs in
for verbs.
Japanese.
I will learn them all. Okay, so dictionary form, go down. Okay, polite form, irregular, go down. Okay, ichidan. Yeah, I can't wait to learn all of the conjugations. Irregular, te form, ichidan, te form, with examples also, and of course Game Gengo, the best one to explain. So Yuki, thank you very much. Always thank you very much. Of course, we continue tomorrow. Mata ashita. Take rest. And gotta learn them all. Gotta learn them all. Gotta learn them all. We need to catch all of the conjugations. And after that, I'm going to write my Excel. I will study the Excel you sent, of course. The Excel you sent me. And try to write my own Excel. And write examples, as many examples as possible. And do many exercises and drills. So, of course, mata ashita. And oyasumi nasai. And oyasumi nasai. So, bye bye. Of course, salute. Soldier salute. With the left hand.